figured I would do, I guess I can take this down, a couple things I dislike about the Kubota. That's the SLV or SVL 90-2. Really the only complaints I have about this machine are some pretty simple interior aspects. So we got the heat on, it's bone ass chilly cold out right now, working good. I don't like how they have this heater for the AC for that matter just on this side alone. I mean, it makes sense because they got one tube that probably runs back through there. I'm not a fan of that. They could just have, really, I mean, it's like, I guess they've got a foot vent down there too. That's nice. But why don't they just have one smaller vent like that comes out right down there, and then one that points that way? They can have two and eliminate this big gaudy heat deal right here. And then over here, they can either bring this up, and maybe they did this on the newer models or something, I don't know, but there could be some improvements, and then run a heat tube out here to push it on the other side, because this side's cold. Not really, I mean, it's cold, but you really have to have the air, the heat of the air blowing to get to this side of the cab. And it's kind of the same on the back. So on the back side here, there's no heat vents on this side, but over here you got this one here, right? You got that one there, and then this one. And I guess, I don't know, maybe their philosophy is have it swirl in the cab. So that's the heating and the air conditioning thing. And it's in the summer, in the winter, it heats up on this side and it takes a while to get over here. Minor detail. And then my knee is always beating on that thing. And I guess it does on this one too over here, but you know, after a while I notice it sometimes. I'm like, it's kind of annoying. So, you know, that's what I think they could improve. The other thing I think they could improve on is, I like where these gauges are at over here, but you can't see the heat or the AC controls. Now, the other thing too is you're not always using, you know, you're not using those. You got to lift that up to change it or whatever, and it's probably a reasonably good safety feature because that'll activate the parking control. But over here, pretty good. I mean, I like the main controls here. And the thing I really like about the the Kubota over a Cat, and I haven't sat in a John Deere, I think Takaguchi's pretty similar. I just like how this thing is simple. Okay, you've got your fuel, you got your coolant temp, your I don't know if that's coolant or overall what that is. It's probably, that's hydraulic. I think that's hydraulic fluid. So that's your hydraulic fluid. I know there's a bunch of lights and stuff, warning lights that can come on here, but as long as I know I've got fuel and I know what my hydraulic fluid's at, temperature wise, it's within range, I'm good with that, and I really don't care about the other stuff. And I like over here, you got lights, turn your auxiliary on, parking brake, and unlock this unlocks the machine to move. So I like how that's super simple. You got your roll switch right here for Harley Raker attachments. Each one of these little buttons here activates if you want it to roll one way or roll the other way, depending on if it's a Harley Raker or whatever the attachment is. You can lock it and it'll send it all, the full hydraulics all the time. You don't have to keep your finger on the toggle. These over here are additional hydraulic controls for an electric unit that hooks up on that plug. You can't see it, but it's out there, but that's for like a mulcher or angle blades or whatever. And then the forward fast or fast slow gear button is right here, so you push it right there with left index finger, shows you're in bunny hop over there. So that's what I really like about the Kubota and really dislike. Other than that, it's a hell of a machine. We're gonna spread some dirt on this road so that the concrete truck can drive down here and drive out. So that these concrete boys can go home. this stuff froze. We got like 4 inches of frost. So what may have to happen when I go to backfill this, I'm going to backfill it next week because it's going to get warm out. It's supposed to be in the upper 30s, even hit 40 later in the week. So when I go to backfill this, if that dirt isn't thawed, I'm going to have to dig another hole to get thawed ground out of. Otherwise, if you go ahead and backfill that trench or that hole with that frozen material, what'll happen is it'll pump that the frozen ground will thaw, and I don't know, this is pretty sandy material, so it may not leak, or it may not leach down into the ground, but if it pumps, it's not going to drain. It's going to cause a problem. Then if we get a windstorm,